How to make 1 million in commission selling of plan. I guess you ask yourself this question maybe like 100 million times. And what I hear a lot from the agent is what they think that they need to know what to do. In this video, I'm having an interview with my private coaching client and the top performer of 2024. She made a million, 150,000 dirhams. Well, I converted in dollars right now, just in 4 months in her own pocket. This is not the total commission generated. After everything is paid, she made it. However, I don't want you to think that this is just like easy peasy winning the lottery. She was coaching and training with me for 4 months before that ever happened. So what I want you to focus on is not what you have to do, more of who you have to become, to being able to do these things with the right mindset, to detach yourself from the outcome, detach yourself from this number, because this number comes to people who provide value. Well, you can still win 1 million in a lottery. How many lottery tickets should you buy, right? But if you want to win consistently, then probably investment needed will be equal of the price. So if you want to build up the skills and understand what the game plan, what you have to do based on the skills, and become the person who is actually able to do that, not afraid of calls, understand that lead generation strategy, understand how to handle objections, easy with any negotiations, and help the client discover for themselves and sell themselves through the advanced questionability, I'm going to leave the link to the training coaching program that I'm launching. You can submit and let's see, maybe you're going to be selected for them. See you.
Hi, Ekaterina. I think it's more than definitely more than 6 months, maybe like 8 months already of us being in a coaching and a friendship relationship as well. So I think what's going to be the most valuable for the audience is to find out, because that's always a question, how much money have you made for the past year?
Well, it took me some time actually to start making money. It didn't happen like that from the by the wave of a magic wand, or like I've met Olga and she told me a secret and I just used it and started making money. I struggled for quite some time, and it took time to understand the processes and to absorb the.
How long, if you were going to say how long, because like it took time with someone, it's going to be, or it took a couple of months or a couple of weeks, what are we talking about?
I'd say like a couple of months before I managed to change the pattern of me negotiating with clients, of me talking to clients, and of me thinking about myself as a salesperson. So that took time to transform actually your internal understanding. So then, the last 4 months were very successful, and that is the time. This is the period when I kind of managed to start making regular deals, closing deals regularly, and basically, making serious money.
And when you say serious money, how do you mean exactly?
Well, the past 4 months brought me over 1 million dirham.
But if we're talking about the total sales volume, that the properties that you sold, what's the number?
Oof, that let me check my
Let me check my Excel file.
Yes, it was over 70 million dirhams.
70 million dirhams.
Yes, that's the
Which
total
resulted in exactly in which number, which going to go directly to your pocket?
Slightly above 1 million. 1,100,000.
So
50.
150 is slightly above.
1,150,000.
So how do you feel now having this 1,150,000? I know it's not all been paid to you, but you just told me that you now have a driver which is an interesting add-on, yeah, to your life.
Well, this is a necessity. Like you value your time more than you value, like especially in Riyadh. The traffic in Riyadh is long hours. It's not like it's not short distances, and it's a lot of time-consuming process. So, like, no, yeah, it is a necessity.
So you're basically now like a Ryan Serhan, who has a driver as well. At least it shows in his TV series. And while he is sitting on the back seat and working, that's something that you're going to be doing.
Try that. So you work, then you work a little bit more before you sleep.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about the time before we met. Like, what even make you feel that you want to hire a coach?
Well, what was happening that I felt that I was doing a lot of things that were everybody else were doing around me, and I felt that it is not bringing any results. That in reality, like I'm not doing something right. Yes, a lot of activity, a lot of effort, but doing exactly the same as everybody else around you doing is not an answer. So I've met you actually at FNC, and we had a couple of sessions, like group sessions, where I see that people are, I know this. She doesn't say anything new. Like, I know all of it. Okay, if you know all of it, like, where is your profit? Where is your like big checks, fat commissions?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I felt that I don't know all of it, and I felt that I need more knowledge and specific knowledge, especially about sales. Like, it's not trained in the universities. It's not that you are being taught normally. It's like being considered like a natural process. It's not natural, and it is trained skill, and it is absolutely like knowledge that you need to get somewhere.
And what was your kind of a turning point? Because as you mentioned, we had our coaching for a couple of months and you were not still closing. And then something happened, something turned. I believe it's not only you got a better opportunity or better project or better lead generation, which definitely might benefit. But what turned inside of you that you kind of start closing?
I can't answer exactly like, on the point that something switched inside of me, or I guess it was like multiple factors together that you described. It's not like a breaking point. Oh yeah, that's a bulb idea, and I'm like now I'm switched on. I'm still learning, and still like every case by case we do that. We like discuss the cases, and we like create strategies with each client. It's a different story. It's a different like I started. What changed is like I started to ask questions. I stopped feeling I stopped having this background thought like it's none of your business. It's none of your business. Look only like at what you are here to show. No, I started like I stopped being shy about asking questions.
And coming back to the last question, what was the most valuable insight or something that you would say that's what I paid money for in our coaching? What was that?
I guess like the self-esteem and probably the change that yes, I am professional.
So now you feel
like
that you are professional.
the imposter feeling that like you don't deserve this money. Like who are you to like to get this commission from the deal? That's probably like no, I'm a professional because I'm paying for my courses. I'm paying for my knowledge. I deserve this money. I work hard.
So this is the interesting thing. We only value things that we worked hard and we paid money for, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like it's the change of my mentality, the mindset. That like before, probably I didn't even allow like to like think that yes, I deserve this. Like too easy money. Yeah, we do value things that we.
And which advice would you, first of all, thank you for such an honest and open discussion. And which advice would you give maybe to yourself from this point of time and knowledge and understanding the market to yourself a couple of years back when you were just starting in Dubai real estate? Which advice would that be?
I would say, yeah, like, well, it's all like still like those steps that I did, they were probably not in the right direction, but they were steps that I needed to go through. So I would advise to probably find Olga quicker. Don't hesitate.
But the funny thing is, like, you have to do these steps in order to find Olga as well, or any other mentor, which is not, I'm not trying to say that I'm the best of the best.
There you are. There you are.
Well, it's always pleasure, and we become friends, and I believe that our friendship will never stop. It's not about coaching anymore. And thank you so much. And we're going to switch on, and we're going to go jump into our session today.
Yes, yes, please. We have cases to solve, puzzles.